Big things popping here. NFL, free agency, the NFL New Year starts. Teams have to get cap compliant. The New Orleans Saints kicked the can down the road with Cam Jordan and Alvin Kamara, and they were able to reallocate about 20-ish million in cap space. Boy, you know what the New Orleans Saints are, dude? They are the person that keeps refining their mortgage, thinking that rates are going to be 2.25% forever. Everyone knows somebody like that. How they sitting now? I'm telling you, man, like, and I've noticed this too, where with the NFL and what everybody's doing, they are pushing things out as far as they can. And the logic is that you can buy now and pay later when the cap continues to go up. At some point, it can't go up forever, can it? I mean, maybe it can because it's the NFL. There's going to come a point where, you know.
But is there?
I don't know. Maybe there won't be. I don't know.
What is that point? Billion?
Yeah. Hey, Amazon. Who knows? You want to put your games on a stream?
But every year, but it doesn't just creep up. What did it move up 20-some million this year?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like 10%.
I mean, that's a legitimate receiver or something like that.
It's almost enough to start paying linebackers $22 million a year.
Almost.
Cha-ching.
Yeah, almost. Think of Spenny. They went to Amazon and said, "Hey, you want to stream games? All right, give us $1 billion."
Yeah.
And they were like, "Okay,
all right,
okay,
sure.
NFL, you got it." WoodwardSports.com chat thread. This is, and we're talking Cam Sutton and the deal and everything going on. There's like so much to get to, dude, that it's almost kind of, it's like my kids' playroom. You know, when they've had the Legos out and everything, it's overbearing. Where do you even start? This is the great one though. Paul Thomas. Brad Holmes is fantastic. He's like my cheap brother, but more intelligent. Hey, he's not overpaying for people. He's not doing it. You had leadership that's done that in the past. You know how I know? You just got done paying for 2 of them last year when they weren't even on the team. Remember that. Did you think about that at all, Spenny? Did you think about me?
Yeah.
Did you for real?
Yeah. Feels good. Feels good to not have to worry about that.
Did you really think about me?
Oh, yeah. The legend of Trey Flowers and Jamie Collins is over.
It's not even it's a cautionary tale.
Yeah.
You know, like that's what it is. Also hearing the Aaron Rodgers thing is all but finished, right? You've heard that. I've driving in.
I don't. Yeah, but what does that mean?
That it's done. That they're waiting. What do you think it means? You're waiting to see Aaron Rodgers trying to decide if he wants to wear a Nick Cage outfit to the presser or not. You know, if he wants the hair to be extra greasy or just regular greasy.
All right.
So
no, I'm just wondering what's the return?
It's going to be a lot less than you think.
Yeah. No, that's what I.
Yeah.
Because of the money, right? And so where does that put everyone? Right? Where will that put the Jets? Who do they have to cut? What do they have to do? You know, what are the Packers? Relief does it have to do? So this is far from over.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Because you got to wait for that first press conference in New York.
I can't wait. I can't wait for that.
They better not do it when they do everything else right after our show.
Right at like 1:30. Yeah.
So like, please be consistent so we can watch it.
I know. I have to see that.
I just want to watch it.
Yeah. I can't wait when somebody asks them about being vaccinated in New York, because they will. You know that they will. All right, Cam Sutton in the fold for the Detroit Lions. As we said, on paper, a 3-year, $33 million contract. This year, though, the cap hit $3.3-ish million. So a super low cap hit this year. Next year, a $12.6 million cap hit. And the following year, a $12.6 million cap hit. They do have a void year at the end of like $4.4 million. So essentially, they're stretching it out. These are the deals that you're seeing everybody else doing and going, why don't the Lions do that? The Lions did do it. They did it a little more controlled than most people are. But they're swimming in those waters right now, D-Mac. They identified a need. They went and they got it. So I don't want to hear it. Right here, right now. And Spenny, I'm going to do this. And we all know what the results are gonna be. But for the Brad Holmes can't do anything in free agency crowd, for that crowd.
Yeah.
Right here, right now. Are you happy with this free agent signing? And I know what we're getting with this. But I just want to drive it home. In much the ilk of Steve Yzerman, D-Mac, you always say this. Steve Yzerman will give it to you on his timetable, not your timetable. And Brad Holmes, once he shed the Trey Flowers and Jamie Collins, went to work and got the job done.
Well, that's the whole thing. Is what did we say last week? And you corrected me on that because I said he hasn't proven to me in free agency, and you said, well, he hasn't had the tool set to be able to compete. Now he's able to compete, and not only that, he's able to maneuver like Tony's cheap younger brother and save money and move money to the cap. You know, all these cap moves to backload or whatever not only means there's conversations of between player and team of wanting things to work out, but also too is that he's maneuvering stuff to get the guys he wants. You know, the chat thread brings it up. Spenny, you brought it up about how Goff is, if Jared Goff wants DJ Chark, then you move around the money to give him DJ Chark, right? And they're out in California hucking the ball around like we always hear quarterbacks and receivers from other teams do in the summertime. So, yeah, in Holmes you trust, and you know what I'm saying, and he's not even going into what like his foreplay, what he's known for. It's almost like he's playing the weirdest series of poker right now, right? And he's known as a no limit specialist, but he's just being able to. He just took off a pot limit Omaha event, something that's a poker game, but not his specialty. His specialty is the draft. So, setting it up and making them stronger. Obviously, people are disappointed he didn't get the names, but these are Brad Holmes' names. So get used to them, and I think that's what's different.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Jonathan Anton says, where did Alan Lazard sign? He's in the process of finishing up signing with the Jets. Randall Cobb also being reported that he will sign with the Jets soon as well. Man, I wonder what's going on
Bring
there.
the band over. You knew it, Nathaniel Hackett. When does he sign his offensive?
That's really weird. Why would those guys go to the Jets? I'm going to have to get an expert on to figure it out.
The band is going over there.
Mike Bell says, why are we not happy with Brad Holmes sticking to his strength, which is ability to identify talent in the draft? Holmes is not going to overpay for players until he's absolutely sure. And I don't know, Mike, probably because it was the only card that some people had to play. Right? Because he's already been historically great drafting for the Detroit Lions. That's factual. Look at the last two drafts and show me a 2-year stretch of drafts anywhere in this franchise's history that's equal to that. And it's only 2 drafts in. Now, keep in mind, folks, he's not going to continue to have a 75% hit rate in a draft. Nobody does. But still, with all that being said, pieces are in place. So it's all out there.